We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for the tale of the Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welter.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You couldn't buy a...
Here we go, round 1. Who's going to land the first big shot? Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter punch caught him clean. He blocks that jab. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Here we go for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful though. That counter shot lands. Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
That left hook missed. He scores with the counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Well done with that counter shot. That hook just can't find the target. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. There's the bell to start round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just got countered. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. You can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
That's lights.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, and you got away with it. You can do it again.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And this with that jab. Nice counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Crawford. Here we go to the 4th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Back and forth they go. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Crawford is dead. Do you believe this? But Crawford just got knocked down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter punch. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punch. Do you believe this? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Stamina is off the charts. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alvarez in that. This is the beginning of round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? That jab misses. They exchange punches. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that one. And there's the bell to start round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship round.
And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, come to me.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
A Perfect counter lands. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different type.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. The pound for pound king, Canelo is down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Switched off completely.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
The straight right just misses. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Incredible work rate. Nice counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand skill, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. Nice counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Beautiful counter shot. So close to that uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. So the judges can't make up their mind. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
A draw. Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy.